What's up? PC Monk here with another Bitcoin video. Alright, let's just jump into this. The last time we talked about the 105, it went to 106, right? Then we talked about there could be two potential, well, that was my two videos ago, my previous video, we talked about this area, these two areas. We said we could get rejected from that 107, which we did, by the way. We got rejected. And now we're moving down. We lost this 4 hour level. The 4 hour level is 104, 545. This is bad, okay? But at the same time, since we didn't hold here, now we got to hold around this line, which is $102,014. Now, if you don't hold this, there's a volume imbalance right here. This is like last hope if we're gonna go up and clear the highs. There are some shorters coming in. Obviously, these are probably big money trying to just do a scalp. So how they scalp is different than how someone like me scalps with a $10 account, for example. So how they scalp is this: they build their position, right? For example, from here, okay, let me show you guys actually. So they build their position, they start to long as we're coming down, for example, from here, 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 and then they start to put their bigger orders around the bottom, right? So what happened is after that, they might want to push it back up to take a little bit of TP. So if I just remove these two, all right, from where we are right now, there are two possible scenarios. First of all, yesterday U.S. market was closed. So today, I mean, yesterday was closed and they took the advantage and they shaked out everybody. Now that today will be open, and obviously Wednesday, today could be the day that the U.S. shutdown would actually be left off. I'm pretty sure we're still in shutdown mode, right? I mean, the Senate accepted, the Senate didn't yet accept it. Let me just check before we continue with the rambling. So yeah, we are not yet open, so what's gonna happen is we're gonna wait and see. But today, here's what I think. I think we're gonna go up today. We're gonna go up. We're gonna clear some higher highs. This is doing something like this. I don't know if you guys accept it or not. So I'm just drawing it. Okay, so it's doing something like this. We've seen these patterns before. The rising, broadening wedge, which means as you're going up, you're basically getting extended. As the rising wedge is getting bigger, it's getting broadened, and I don't know if that's even a word. But then at some point you're gonna wake up. So I think $112,000 could be intuition today. I think we're gonna see that coming up today. Either that or a higher or a little bit lower. But I think $10,000 for BTC is not gonna be much these days. We're sitting at $100,000, guys. A 10,000 move is nothing that much. Okay, I mean, you might be like, what are you talking about? A 10,000 move is going to be 8%, close to 9%. Yeah, I mean, we've not been getting those type of moves. I agree, but we'll see. We'll see. I think $112,000 or $109,000, one of these two could be a potential. But now let's talk about downside as well, and then we talk about CoinAnk and other fundamental stuff. So towards downside, if we lose a daily, it's fine. Okay, because we could come down all the way to this and even to this parallel channel, this volume imbalance. Once you go below this and you close below it, then we're in trouble. All right, because you could come back and get rejected, and then you're gonna go down. You're gonna see that 97,748. That's basically it on the chart. Okay, now let's talk about USD DT for a second. Oh, this is nice. It's getting rejected from the daily. This definitely looks like a failed W pattern. A failed W pattern. Do you guys remember the market psychology from the Wall Street Journal, or was it the Wall Street Journal or a cheat sheet? So this is literally look like that. So right now, and here you could say this is complexity, something like that. I'm my English today is down to 0.1% skill. All right, but anyway, so we think that this looks like a W pattern, which might fail, meaning we're going to get rejected right here. We could push it up a little bit, but we could get rejected below the daily because here was a 1 hour level as well. And then you're going to come back to 510, even lower. This could go lower. We could hit this volume, this buy side liquidity, right? If I just remove these, I'm just gonna draw some lines here. So this is the 1 hour line that I had from here. You could see right here we did a W pattern, we pushed it, we came back down, and then we again try to hold it, but then this was an M pattern, we pushed it down right here. I can't say this is a W pattern, but it does surely look like one, right? Or a V, mostly a V-shaped recovery instead of a W pattern. Now, even on a V-shaped recovery, if you go lower time frame, you'll see the W pattern, but this most look like a V-shaped recovery, right? So with that being said, guys, yeah, I think USDT, if it really wants potentially to get rejected, you're talking about here. Now, what if it doesn't want to get rejected? What if it wants to go higher? Higher. All right, if it wants to go higher, we have to first get that 5.37%. Then you gotta attack the top of this. So you basically have to hold here because you could see a lot of shorters were open here. And then if you hold, only if you hold here, then you could go higher, which I doubt it. But anyway, we have it in mind because we talk about both sides, right? Now, quickly, let's take a look at gold. As you can see, gold's been going up these days. Today, it might actually come back down here. I think they're still consolidating in gold. So gold with this M pattern that you have, big boy, you are probably coming back down to 4,010, somewhere around there. If not, well, if not, you want to break this. Let me just show you guys on a 4 hour. So you want to, well, this is actually a daily level. You want to break this daily level. That's going to be hard. That's going to be hard, okay? So, but we're getting denied on the daily, which is an M pattern. We had denial right here. Now we're getting denied here. Now, before I jump into fundamental, I want to show you guys the picture that I was talking about. Give me a second. So yeah, USDT right now looks like this, okay? And especially it looks like the top, right? If you take a look at it, so you look at the picture, okay? And now look at the USDT. So this is the euphoria, and this is the whatever it was, complicity, see? See, something like that. What is it? Let me read it. Complen, comp, complacency, whatever. Okay, I should not publish this video just because of that. All right, anyway, let's jump into CoinAnk. Please don't share anything unrelative. Okay. All right, so let's jump into CoinAnk before we talk about the coin glass because they're both the same. Now, I would like to talk about CoinAnk today because it's kind of clear. All right, so you could see towards downside we do have some liquidation, but the liquidation doesn't really get bigger until we get around here. All right, these are low leverage, these are high leverage liquidation, which doesn't really matter for the market maker because he's just getting his own money back. Okay, but these leverage around here, all right, around this area, which you could see even if we go around $112,000, which is all around here, there are some big cells. Now let me just show you guys from here all the way down to here. How many asks turnover we got? We got 299 on perpetual, right? Like I said, it's only a small scalp for the big money. We're not talking about billions of dollars, okay? But they're gonna make money over time too, right? So if we go to that 997,800 and something, how much bid turnover we have there? 670. So you could say right now it's a little bit lower than before because we've been buying. We've been buying here for billions of dollars, ladies and gentlemen. Billions of dollars, okay? So if I just show you guys how much we bought, okay? How much we bought? 350? That doesn't sound like billions of dollars. It should have been showing billions of dollars. I don't know why it's not showing the billions of dollars in the buy turnover. Because the buy turnover is where we bought already. Well, maybe I'm not taking it I think the billion was down there. I don't know. Give me a second, guys. Let me check this and then I'll call it, okay? Um, but yeah, 1.39 billion bid turnover still, and yeah, that's what I wanted to see actually. Anyway, so the liquidation around 108,000, from 108,000 they start to pick up. So the biggest liquidation is from 107,000 and it goes all the way to 112,000, which are the bigger liquidation as you guys could see there. Towards the outside we do have some, and obviously BTC is doing a rising broadening wedge as well. Yes, we do have an M pattern at the top, but the bigger time frame it shows a rising broadening wedge. What else I want to show you guys? I want to show you guys the liquidation on BTC 24 hours right here, as you guys could see towards upside, we do have a lot to take. Okay, now each of these liquidation clusters could be a response, could be a big response, meaning we could come back down when we grab these. It really depends on the market maker how much they want to go up. I think it's going to be around $112,000. With that being said, guys, let's just take a look at the 3 days, and I'll then call it the video. Alrighty. So as you guys could see towards downside, on 3 days, there are a little bit. Most of the liquidation comes from here. People start to long from here. And people that long around these areas, they've been cleared out. They've been cleared out. Only the people that longed at the bottom, they're still there. Maybe we want to wick them. Maybe we want to hold them and then push back up. You could see around 108, there's a little bit of liquidation. And then we're probably going to go above 110 if you want to continue. Now right here, if I put this to 7 days, meaning the whole week, you could see towards downside, we got around 4.90 billion to be liquidated if we come around $97,000. Towards upside, if we go around $112,000, 4 billion is about to get liquidated. You'll be like, oh, definitely gonna go down because of these. No, I think we're gonna go up because we've been consolidating and we've been buying. The big money needs to pay themselves. All right, they need to do a scalp as well, and how they scalp is way different than how we scalp. Thank you guys for watching. Again, once again, rising, broadening, which if you're a fan of trend lines, and obviously I'm talking about BTC. All right, so with that being said, and I'm talking about actually 1 hour here. So with that being said, guys, thank you guys for watching. Stay safe, stay green. Until next time, peace out.